to Javelin Fitness. I bought me a 1970 AMC Javelin, and I'm gonna make a Restomod out of it. And so it's a project car. It runs. It's got some issues, some transmission issues, but we're gonna try and fix that and get this thing back on the road. So I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but I swapped out the bumper. I had a bumper here before. I had like little bump stops. There was a hitch that was on there. I took the hitch off. So I replaced the bumper. This one's looks like it was painted before or something. So I'm gonna paint it again anyway, so it doesn't matter. Just need to clean it up. But I like the more flush mounted bumper. Just looks cooler to me. So I did that. Now this car was supposedly sitting for like 8 to 10 years. So the gas in it was no good. I had problems getting the gas cap off. I did get it off. I smelt it. It smelled horrible. So need to get the old gas out. And I did that once already. So I have bought a pump. You can get this at the automotive store. You know, it was like, I don't know, $6 or something like that. Works pretty good. Just feed it in there and then put it into a container. And so I did this once already. I thought I got most of it out, the fuel that was in there. And so I put 3 gallons of fresh fuel inside there, and then I siphoned a little bit more out, and it was still dirty. So I think I just contaminated 3 gallons of gas. So I emptied it again. I think it's empty now. I disconnected at the fuel pump, and I got a little bit more out of there. But I'm going to pressurize the system, just in case there's still some in there. I'm going to pressurize the system, the tank, and see if I get more out by the fuel pump. So let's do that. So what I've done here is, here's the fuel line that goes back to the tank, and the fuel pump, I don't know if you can see it, it's up in there, right there. So I disconnected it right there and just took the hose. I already filled this one up about halfway and got a little bit more in there. You can see how nasty that is. It's still, it shouldn't be that color. So there was still some shitty fuel in there. So I'm glad I'm doing this. So what I'm gonna do is pressurize the system from the gas tank cap back there where the fuel's at. And then that's gonna force the remaining fuel in there from the pressure to come out this side. Science, physics, I know, it's amazing. So let's try that. I got a air compressor, and then I'll show you. I'm gonna stick a hose in there, and then hopefully we'll get a little bit more out of there. All right, so what I did is I got my air line here. I just use a piece of cardboard just to make sure I get a good seal on there. Let's see if this works. I can see down here. It's working. But now I need more air. A little bit came out. I don't think there's much left in there. Okay, yeah, so I saw a little bit coming out. Not much. I think I'd already gotten it empty. But yeah, I think it sounds hollow. So I think we're good. I think we got all the gas out of there, and just by pressurizing the system anyways, whatever is left in the line, the fuel line, made sure it all got out that way too. So it's always good to do that. All right, I think we're good. Hey, if you guys are fixing up your ride, then fix up this ride as well. That's why I use Massive Supplements. I use their superfoods to get healthy. And so if you guys want to help support this channel, a little bit of change in my pocket, go to MassiveSupplements.com and use code PREPPER15 to get 15% off your order. And I'll put a link below. Appreciate it. All right, so now I just need to hook that gas line back up down there to the fuel pump, and then put new gas in it. I should probably change the fuel filter. It looks fairly new, but could be debris and shit in there. I don't know. So I should probably replace that. And then to recirculate the system to get the fuel to the pump, ultimately to your fuel lines, you're going to want to disconnect it up here. So when you try cranking the engine over, the mechanical pump will then start circulating the fuel back in. And then when it comes out over here, then you'll know that it's ready to go into the carburetor. Something like that. I'm figuring this out as I go, man. There's that last little bit I got out. But what is that? This was just had drinking water in it. So I'm glad I pressurized the system, got that last little bit out, because I don't think that's supposed to be in there. Oof. Yeah, nasty. I don't think I showed you guys. Got some wheels. I like those wheels. But I'm on a budget, so I'm slowly piecing this together. I think I went too big on the rears, though. 15 by 10. I think I overdid. I should have done 15 by 8. So hopefully that's not going to be an issue. But yeah, so I'm slowly piecing this thing together. Each paycheck, I just buy a little bit here and there. It's a budget build. I still need to get another rear one, so that's where we're at. We're getting there. We're doing it.